protect his legacy, and you know, I'm sure he'd forgive me my my inaccuracies. But of course, you know, you gotta love when they hand you a part that you know, from a character that once said, "Look what your brother did to the door." That's cool. And then you know, Darren Bousman, who directed a bunch of Saw movies and Repo: The Genetic Opera. Darren and Terrence Dunich, who co-wrote Repo, have teamed up for something called The Devil's Carnival. And The Devil's Carnival is another, it's not an opera, but it's a musical set in The Devil's Carnival. And that, I think, is coming out beginning of April. I think Terrence and Darren are taking that and Repo on a road show. And I think the Plaza in Atlanta might be one of the stops, so check that out, Devil's Carnival. I play the magician. I don't know, some of you may have seen me standing along the highway a couple days ago, holding up a dead rabbit, like a roadkill that I had found out there. I washed my hands, don't worry. But, you know, I pull a rabbit out of my hat, so I thought that was funny. But it's my sense of humor. And one of these days, it looks like I'm going to be playing Charlie Manson for something called Manson Girls. I can't wait to see the girls. So, but that's from a director named Susanna Lowe. We have a trailer out, and also I recorded Doors song 5 to 1, which is the soundtrack of the trailer. You know, I've read Helter Skelter. You know, I'm getting more and more scared as I learn more about Charlie Manson. But I'm going to do my best, Charlie. I'm going to do my best. You know, and other than that, not doing much.
Not doing much.
This is for Sid. I was wondering about Spider Lady. You know, when it was made, of course, it was low budget, and there wasn't a whole lot of hype around it. At what point did you guys start seeing people coming back to it? Because it's my favorite of yours.
I'll tell you, that was a real phenomenon, that film. First of all, it was Lon Chaney Jr.'s last starring role. And the first couple of days on the set, I was just, because, you know, I grew up watching his films. And it was just so amazing to be there working with him now, you know. And we had absolutely no expectations about that film. And it got hung up for like 3 years before it ever got released, because the two guys that produced the thing were land developers, and they went bankrupt, and the film was a part of their assets, so that got tied up in the whole legal deal. And then finally it got released for 2 weeks across the country in like maybe a half a dozen theaters. And a guy named Johnny Legend was in New York and went in and saw that film, and he said, somebody's got to do something with this. And so he contacted Jack Hill and started a promotion, and then it got a little more excitement to it. And like 30 years later, a French team of documentary filmmakers showed up for the 30th anniversary screening. And I said, boy, yeah, this is going to be great. There's going to be like 8 people in the theater, okay? And we pulled up, and the line was around the block. And I went, holy shit, what's going on with this, okay? And it's like every 5 years we get a whole new group of fans for the film. And it's just so odd and quirky and creepy. And it's a horror film where you don't see one drop of blood, but at the same time, kind of scary.